soul winning outreach. We just wrapped up this past Saturday. It went awesome. We had between rededications and salvations, we had around 17, 18 people come to the Lord. We had a lot of healings take place. It was an awesome time. Everybody was really excited. And we're going back again this Saturday. So everybody here in town, be sure to come with us this Saturday. We'll have some donuts and drinks there, of course. And we're going to meet at the Foster Park Pavilion. The address is here on the flyer. And we'll have some advertisement out on it as always. But you can contact us if you need anything. But come out this Saturday morning at 10 a.m. there at Foster Park Pavilion. I think we had about 12 people there this past Saturday. It was a great showing, so I believe God to even have more this upcoming Saturday. So this Saturday, soul winning, and I'm doing the training. So if you've never led anybody to the Lord, this is the time to come. You'll go out with a group, and it's not like you will have to go up to the first door and do the soul winning yourself. You'll have somebody that has already done it, and they can do it several times, and you can see how it goes. And you'll also be trained. It's very easy, trust me, and you're going to love it. It's something that'll really impact your life. So that's this Saturday, and this is part of what we'll continually be doing here in Fort Worth at Revival City Church. So soul winning this Saturday, 10 a.m. We're going to meet at Foster Park Pavilion, and while we're doing that, we're passing out flyers for the Friday Night Fire meetings coming up in September. These are the final 4 Friday nights in September. I think the first Friday is the 2nd. But so the 9th, the 16th, the 23rd, and the 30th of September, we're going to be just really across the street from the Foster Park there at the Fort Worth Youth Orchestra building. They have a real nice auditorium there, seats about 300 people. And so we're passing out flyers for that. I want everybody to come out to these meetings. This is the 4 Friday nights in September, and these are going to be miracle healing services. We are going to have a food truck there every night. The services actually start at 7:30, but we're actually announcing that the evening will start at 6:30 because we're going to do the food truck and some yard games for an hour there at the beginning. And we're having a special emphasis. We're passing out flyers in these areas. We're going soul winning. And for everybody that responds, we're going to give them a free $8 food truck voucher, food truck coupon, so they can basically eat free there at the food truck every Friday night. And then we're also doing a really special emphasis on teens and 20s in these meetings. This is something the Lord has spoken to me several times to do. And so I'm believing God, we're going to have at least a handful of young people to go to the high schools here in the next few weeks. And as these 5A public schools let out around 3 o'clock or so, we're going to have a group of young people standing there on the sidewalk, passing out these flyers and inviting people. We've already got young people coming, teens and 20s, that are on their own asking Riley and me, what's going on? What are y'all doing? And then we tell them about the Friday Night Fire meetings, and they're getting excited and telling me we're coming, and they're clearing their schedule. And we didn't even volunteer the information. They came to us and started asking questions. So God's doing something here. And these are going to be some awesome meetings. These are for everybody, all ages of people. But we just have a special invitation for the teens and 20s. So I want to encourage everybody to come, but these are going to be special miracle healing services every Friday night. So especially if you need healing in your body, be sure to come out and come ready to receive from God and watch what He's going to do. Because we're going to have, like I say, when you have a special focus on this led by the Lord like we have, then you're going to see some major miracles take place. And as you see these miracles take place, it's going to encourage and build your faith to receive your own healing. It happens all the time. And that's how it works. So coming up in September, it's basically in 3 weeks on Friday night. We're going to be here in this building, and we had to rent this building because our church building wasn't ready at that time. And so I'll get to that in just a second. So after the Friday Night Fire meetings, we've got a lot going on. I'll just back up. This upcoming Thursday, we're helping sponsor Pastor Rodney Howard-Brown's revival meeting in Fort Worth at the Omni. Come out and be a part. Then a few days after that, we're doing soul winning at Foster Park Pavilion on Saturday morning at 10 a.m. And then we're doing the Friday night fire meetings that I just told you about all through September. Then after that, we're taking basically 1 week off to get ready for the crusade. And we have our annual, let's see, it's this way. On the TV monitors I'm looking at, it faces the opposite direction from what it actually is. The flyer is this way. So we have our annual Fort Worth Gospel Festival coming up October 14th on Friday night, and then Saturday night the 15th, and then Sunday morning the 16th. So come out for this. We're going to have all the stuff, the games, yard games, bounce houses, and all the things, and some vendors and food trucks and all the stuff. It's going to be a whole lot of fun. And this year we're going to do something especially exciting that I haven't done before as far as advertisement, because Facebook earlier this year, they cut off basically all Christian advertisement. You can't advertise to Christian demographics anymore. And so we're having to figure out how to do some other things. But there is a billboard truck that I've talked with and it's not cheap. It's going to be a lot of money. It's going to be a few $1,000s to do this. But Friday and Saturday, one of those days, if not both, we're going to have a billboard truck driving around downtown Fort Worth, which is just like this box truck, but instead of having a cargo box on the back, it has a big digital billboard and just drives around town. So all throughout the day, and then during the crusade, we're going to have that going around downtown, pushing people to the gospel festival. And I'm believing God that we'll also have some people passing out flyers during that time just to bring people into the gospel festival. And of course, we're going to do a lot of other advertisements. So this is going to be an awesome time. Friday night, Saturday night, and goes from 5 to 9. And then Sunday morning, we're going to be holding our first Revival City Church Sunday morning church service. So excited how this has worked out. Our original plan to launch Revival City Church was, this month of August, but we had a 3-month delay that was beyond our control. We came to full lease agreement back in early April. Everything we thought was totally fine, but the landlord just had a 3-month delay, and over things. It was just crazy how that worked out. But really, God was in it, because what that's done is allowed us to launch the church Sunday morning right there at the Gospel Festival at our annual citywide event. It's going to be awesome. So be sure to come out to this. And then the following week, we haven't had a chance to redo this flyer. It's kind of got it's formatted. We'll get the formatting to be at a square to look nicer. But the following week is the official launch at our new building. So this flyer right here tells you everything. If I could, maybe I actually can do a little zoom in here and help you see this. Yeah, here we go. This will be a little bit better. Right there. So October the 16th, we're doing a 2-Sunday launch here. Join us for the launch. Yeah, so here are the 2 Sundays. October 16th at 10 a.m., that's downtown at the Fort Worth Gospel Festival. And then the second Sunday is going to be at 6433 Southwest Boulevard at our new church building. Praise God. The lease finally fully executed last week. And we came to full lease agreement back in April. But really before that, in February, the Lord revealed to me in the heavenly vision that this building was our building. So it was settled back then. And really before the foundation of the world, it was settled. But as far as my faith was concerned, it was settled back in February. We came to lease agreement in April, and then we executed the lease last week. And I know in the business world, people look at that and say, David, you're a fool for announcing this building all these months, and you didn't even have the lease fully executed. No, I'm not, because actually it worked, obviously, but I knew what the Lord had revealed to us and wasn't backing off. So the October the 16th, downtown, and then the following Sunday morning, we're going to be at our new church building. So we're doing a double Sunday, a 2-Sunday church launch. It was too big to do on one Sunday, so we have to do it on 2. So be sure to come out for this. Everybody that comes on those 2 Sundays gets their name entered into the drawing for the, you'll see this right here in the middle, the 2007 Mercedes. We have a 2007 Mercedes that we're giving away on that second Sunday. So here on October 23rd, you'll see that we're giving away, somebody is going to drive off with a 2007 Mercedes. that's in great shape, great looking car. And they're going to drive off with the car, keys, and a title on October 23rd. Everybody that comes the 16th and the 23rd gets their name entered into the drawing, but you have to be present to win. So come both Sundays, you'll double your chances to win the 2007 Mercedes, and you can register. That'll help make sure, because registering will help. You'll get your name on our reminder list to make sure that you're there at the services and you don't forget. And we do have to make sure that you have a valid driver's license. Obviously, a 15-year-old cannot win that. So, and then here's the QR code and everything. You can scan that on your phone. This will just be for events. So let's see here. Coming up next, here is the Mercedes, the 2007 Mercedes we're giving away. And I wish that Riley and I could enter this drawing. But we actually, the Lord's supplying another car for us, and it's working out great. So we don't need it, but it sure would be nice. So that's a 2007 Mercedes. This is the car we're giving away. This is not a photo of some other car. This is the actual vehicle that we're giving away. We took that photo, and so October 16th and 23rd, you can enter into the drawing, and somebody's driving away with this car on October the 23rd with the launch of Revival City Church. There's a whole lot going on. And then, of course, download the Revival Fire app. If you have not done that already, you can go to your app store. And this is the best way to stay in touch with us. We send out, on average, probably about 3 or 4 notifications a week. We need to get up to where we're sending out at least a notification every day. And we will. But download the Revival Fire app. You can do a search for us just search for Revival Fire in your app store, and we come up number 1, I think, on all platforms now. I'm not sure. I think we may come up number 1, but if not, we're number 2. And download the Revival Fire app, and that'll help you stay in touch with us on everything. Awesome. Man, there's so much good stuff going on.